Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture on market functionaries. In this lecture, we are going to discuss various market functionaries involved in agricultural marketing. First, we'll see what is meant by market functionaries. The term refers to agents or agencies involved in effective discharging of all the activities and services called marketing functions in the interest of the producer and the end user or the consumer. They play a dominant role in the distribution of goods and also they help the producer to regulate the production. This situation of regulating production comes up when there is a scarcity or excess production. Functionaries have to guard against undue price fluctuation and unethical trade practices. The marketing efficiency depends on how best a functionary has discharged the functions that are expected of him. The various functionaries may be classified into different groups based on the particular activity that is being carried out by them. Accordingly, major marketing functionaries are identified as producer, traders, importers and exporters, processors, etc. We'll see one by one. Producer. We know that producer means it is not only who produce the crops, they also perform many more marketing functions, and most of the farmers or a producer, they perform one or more marketing functions and they sell the surplus either in the village or in the market. Some farmers, especially the large farmers, they assemble the produce of small farmers, they transport it to the nearby market and they will sell it there and make a profit out of them. And this activity helps these farmers to supplement their incomes. And by frequent visiting to the markets and constant touch with the market functionaries, bring home to them a fair knowledge of market practices. So they will have access to the market information and are able to perform the functions of market middlemen. Middlemen. Middlemen are those individual or a business concern which specialize in performing the various marketing functions and rendering such services as are involved in the marketing of goods. They do this at different stages in the marketing process. So there are four different kinds of middlemen, that is merchant middlemen, agent middlemen, speculative middlemen and facilitative middlemen. This merchant middleman, again there are two kinds of merchant middlemen, that is wholesale merchant middleman and retailers merchant middleman. And in agent middleman, again commission agents and brokers, and in facilitative middlemen, hamals, laborers, graders, advertising agencies, auctionaries, etc. We'll study one by one. Merchant middlemen. Merchant middlemen are those individuals who take a title to the goods they handle. They buy and sell on their own and gain or loss depending on the differences in the sale and purchase prices. They may moreover suffer a loss with a fall in the price, and also they will gain when the price goes high. Again, in merchant middlemen there are two types, wholesalers and retailers. Wholesalers. These wholesalers are those merchant middlemen who buy and sell a food grain in a large quantities. They may buy either directly from farmers or from other wholesalers. They will sell food grains either in the same market or in other markets. They sell to the retailers, other wholesalers and processors. They do not sell significant quantities to the ultimate consumer. They own godowns for the storage of the produce, and also they perform some functions in the marketing. We'll see what are those functions. They assemble the goods from various localities and areas to meet the demand of buyers. And also they sort out the goods in a different lots according to their quality and prepare them for the market. And also they equalize the flow of goods by storing them in the peak arrival season and releasing them in the off season. Because we know that the agriculture commodities are seasonal in nature. Sometimes we, even though the demand is throughout the year, we produce in a particular season, and some of the agriculture commodities are produced throughout the year, but they are demanded in a particular season, like woolen sweaters and all. And also these wholesalers, they regulate the flow of goods by trading with buyers and sellers in a various markets, and also they finance the farmers so that in later they may meet their requirements of production inputs. And also they assess the demand of prospective buyers and processor from time to time and plan the movement of the goods over space and time. Retailers. Retailers, they buy goods from wholesalers and sell them to the consumer in a small quantities. They are producers, personal representative to the consumer. These retailers are the closest to the consumer in the marketing channel. Again, in retailers there are two types, that is itinerant traders and village merchant. These itinerant traders are petty merchants who move from village to village and directly purchase the produce from the cultivators, and they transport it to the nearby primary or secondary markets and sell it there. And about the village merchants, these village merchants have their small establishment in the villages. They purchase the produce of those farmers who have either taken finance from them or those who are not able to go to the market. And these village merchants also supply essential consumption goods to the farmers, and they act as a finance of poor farmers. They often visit nearby markets and keep in touch with the prevailing prices. They either sell the collected produce in the nearby market or retain it for sale at later date in the village itself. Then the second type is agent middlemen. These agent middlemen, they act as a representatives of their clients. They do not take title to the produce and therefore they do not own it. They merely negotiate the purchase or sale. They sell service to their principals and not the goods or commodities. They receive income in the form of commission or brokerage. They serve as a buyers or seller in effective bargaining. These agent middlemen there are two types again. One is commission agent. Then second one is, we'll see, a commission agent or a artist. A commission agent is a person operating in the wholesale market who act as a representative of either a seller or a buyer. He is usually granted a broad powers by those who consign goods or who order the purchase. A commission agent takes over the physical handling of the produce, and again after that they will arrange for its sale and collect the price from the buyers, and they will deduct his expenses and commissions and remit the balance to the seller. All these facilities are extended to buyers' firms as well if asked for. And these commission agents or Arhatias in unregulated markets are, again there are two types in this, that is Kacha Arhatias and Pakka Arhatias. Kacha Arhatias primarily act for the sellers including farmers. They sometimes provide advance money to the farmers and itinerant traders on the condition that the produce will be disposed of through them. And Kacha Arhatias charges Arhatias or commission in addition to the normal rate of interest on the money they advance. About the Pakka Arhatias. These Pakka Arhatias, they act on behalf of the traders in the consuming market. The processor like rice millers, oil millers, cotton or jute dealers and big wholesaler in the consumer markets employ the Pakka Arhatias as their agents for the purchase of specified quantity of goods within a given price range. In regulated markets, only one category of commission agent exists under the name of A-class trader, and these commission agents keeps an establishment, a shop. They will establish a shop and also a godown and rest house for his clients, and also he renders all facility to his clients. He is therefore preferred by the farmers to the cooperative marketing society for the purpose of the sale of the farmers' produce. Commission agents, they extend some of the following facility to their clients. They advance 40 to 50% of the expected value of the crop as a loan to the farmers to enable them to meet their production expenses. And also they act as a bankers of the farmers. They retain the sale proceeds and pay to the farmers as and when the later require the money. They offer advice to the farmers for purchase of inputs and sale of products. They provide empty bags to enable the farmers to bring their produce to the market, and also they provide food and accommodation to the farmers and their animals when the later come to the market for the sale of their produce. And also they provide the storage facilities, and they also advance loans against the stored product up to 75% of its value. And also they arrange, if required by the farmers, for the transportation of the produce from the village, that is where they are producing, to the market. And also they help the farmers in times of personal difficulties. Then the second type is brokers. These brokers, they render the personal service to their clients in the market. But unlike the commission agents, they do not have any physical control of the product. The main function of broker is to bring together buyers and sellers on the same platform for negotiation, and their charges is called brokerage. They may claim brokerage from the buyers, the sellers, or from both of them, depending on the market situation and the services rendered. They rendered valuable services to the prospective buyers and sellers, for they have complete knowledge of the market, of the quantity available and the prevailing prices. These brokers have no establishment in the market. They simply wander about in the market and render a service to the clients, and there is no risk to them. They do not render any other services except to bring the buyers and sellers on the same platform. In the most regulated market, brokers do not play any role because goods are sold by open auction. Their number in the food grain market trader is decreasing, but they still play a valuable role in the marketing of other agriculture commodities such as sugar, oil, cottonseed and chilies. Then the third type in the middleman is speculative middlemen. Speculative middlemen are those middlemen who take a title to the product with a view to making a profit on it, are called speculative middlemen. They are not regular buyers or sellers of produce. They specialize in risk taking. They buy at a lower price when arrivals are substantial and sell in the off season when prices are high. They do the minimum handling of goods. They make a profit from short run as well as long run price fluctuation. So they will buy and they will sell when the price is high. So hence they are also called as risk taking middlemen. Then the last one is facilitative middlemen. Some middlemen do not buy and sell directly, but they will assist in the marketing process. Marketing can take place even if they are not active also, but the efficiency of the system increases when they engage in the business. These middlemen receive their income in the form of fees or service charges from those who uses their services. The important facilitative middlemen, for few example I have noted here. The hamals and the laborers, they physically move the goods in marketplace. They do unloading from the loading on to the bullock cart or a trucks, and also they assist in weighing the bags, and they perform cleaning, sieving and refilling jobs and stitches the bag. These hamals are the hub of marketing wheels. Without their active cooperation, the marketing system would not function smoothly. The weighmans. They facilitate the correct weighment of the produce. They use a pan balance when the quantity is small. Generally, the scale beam balance is used. They get a payment for their services through the commission agent. The weigh bridge system of weighing also exists in the big markets. Graders. These middlemen sort out the produce into different grades based on the some defined characteristics and they arrange them for a sale. They facilitate the process of price settlement between the buyers and sellers. Then transport agencies. These agencies assist in the movement of the produce from one market to the another. The main transport means are the railways and trucks. Bullock carts or camel carts or tractor trolleys are also used in villages for the transportation of goods, transportation of food grains. Communication agencies. It helps in the communication of the information about the prices prevailing and quantity available in the market. Sometimes the transaction take place on the telephone. The post and telegraph, telephone, newspapers, the radios, television, internet and informal links are the main communication channel in agricultural marketing. Advertising agencies. These agencies enable the prospective buyers to know the quality of the product and decide about the purchase of commodities. Newspapers, the radio, cinema slides, television and internet are the main media for advertisement. Auctionaries. They help in the exchange functions by putting the produce for auction and they will bidding by the buyers. These all are about the marketing functionaries. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe this channel to get the new video. Thank you.